Hi, this is Charles Davis of Fox Sports. You're listening to Sports Talk with Bryan Nolen.
Well, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I am. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
Tuesday night. It is Tuesday night on Sports Talk with Bryan Nolen. Welcome to all our viewers listening. We are in for a great show tonight. We're going to be joined by just a few moments from now, Jon Heath. He's the writer for SBNation.com's Mile High Report covering the Denver Broncos. We're going to talk to Jon about the unbelievable season Peyton Manning's had. Just incredible, the numbers he's put up, 55 touchdowns, 5,400 yards through the air, just incredible. We're also going to talk about how big of an impact Von Miller, since he's not going to be there, the loss of Von Miller is, and how are the Broncos going to stop LeGarrette Blount and New England Patriots running game? He will answer those questions and more on tonight's program. I will give you my thoughts on the Lions hire of Ravens offensive coordinator Jim Caldwell, as only one more spot for the NFL head coaching vacancies has yet to be filled, and that is the Cleveland Browns. So almost all of them. We just got Cleveland left. But right now, at this time, folks, I'm going to bring to the program. He is a writer for the Mile High Report, part of SBNation.com. Please welcome to the program, Jon Heath. Jon, thanks for joining me tonight.
Hey, Bryan. Thanks for having me.
Now, Jon, let's talk first about Peyton Manning's incredible year. 55 passing touchdowns, 5,477 passing yards, 289 first downs through the air. He's the fourth player ever to set a passing touchdown and passing yards in a season. His 55 touchdowns, they were more than any NFL team this season, according to SportsCenter. How has he done it this season?
Well, coming into the year, I don't think anybody would have predicted that Peyton, at 37 years old, would be putting up these kind of numbers. I think Denver has done a great job, Adam Gase and the rest of their coaching staff, putting players around him. He has Moreno coming out of the backfield. Now they have Ball as their second punch, as their other running back, and Julius Thomas, he's emerging as a star receiver. Demaryius Thomas and Eric Decker are two of the top receivers in the NFL right now, and then they brought in Wes Welker, just icing on the cake, as their slot man. So when you put all that together with Peyton Manning, those are the kind of numbers you're going to come up with, I think. And really, even though he has all those weapons, I think the kind of numbers he put up this year at the age he is and the point of his career, I think it's really shocking. And some people have been talking about how he could retire after this season and do the whole going out on top, but I think everyone close to Peyton knows that that's not really an option for him. I think that he still has something to prove, and I don't think he's going to be willing to hang up his cleats when he's playing at such a high level as he is right now. And I think he'll continue playing as long as he physically can, and it's been a whole lot of fun to watch, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more of it. I think we have at least one more year of this.
This defense for the Broncos, a big loss was Von Miller, as he tore his ACL in the Houston game, done for the season, placed on IR. How big of a loss is Von Miller for this Broncos defense, Jon?
Well, obviously when you lose somebody like Von Miller, it really hurts, but they started the year 6-0 without him when he was suspended, and Sean Phillips has actually been far more effective as a pass rusher this year for the team. Phillips had 10 sacks in the regular season, and he had 2 more sacks again on Sunday against the Chargers. So as far as him being a pass rusher, I don't think Denver has or will miss him too much. I think where they'll really miss him is against the run, because I don't think a lot of people realize how underrated he is against the run. He sets the edge very well, and it seems like every game he's making a couple tackles in the backfield, bringing down running backs. So I think against the run is where they'll miss him the most. But overall, I think they've already proved that they can play without him.
Jon Heath of SBNation.com's Mile High Report joins the program here on Sports Talk with Bryan Nolen, talking the New England Patriots-Denver Broncos game Sunday afternoon. Now, Jon, these two teams met earlier this season on November 24th. The Broncos lost the game in Foxborough 34-31 in overtime. A great comeback for the Patriots as they were down 24-0 entering the third quarter. Just incredible performances by Tom Brady. How is the Denver defense going to try to stop Tom Brady?
Well, I actually think this week beating New England starts with stopping their rushing attack. Last week, the Patriots rushed for 234 yards, and Brady, I believe, he didn't even throw a touchdown. So where the Patriots are right now with their offense, I think a bigger key for Denver will be stopping the run game. And if they do that, stopping Tom Brady comes with it, because if they can't run, they can't establish play action and so forth. And last week, I think the Broncos took a step in the right direction. They held the Chargers, who coming into that game had been very effective on the ground. Denver held San Diego to just 65 rushing yards. So I think stopping the run will be key for Denver. But like you said, Tom Brady is still Tom Brady. So it'll be tough for them. It's their secondary, because Chris Harris Jr. just went on injured reserve today. But I believe they'll be able to get through it, because they have guys that can step up. They have Quentin Jammer, Kayvon Webster, Tony Carter, and obviously they still have Champ Bailey and Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. And today they actually signed a former Patriots cornerback, Cole. So I think stopping the run will be their number one goal, but I think they also have guys in the secondary that can step up for them. If they do stop the run, I think they'll be able to be successful, because I think the secondary has stepped up in recent weeks.
Speaking of the run, LeGarrette Blount, just incredible performance against the Colts Saturday night. He was the first player in NFL postseason history with at least 150 rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns in a game. Just the resurgence of this running back from Oregon was most famously known for punching a Boise State player on the blue turf. But now he's being really productive in the postseason. What's changed with Blount from the regular season to the postseason, John?
I would have to go back and look at more film of him. It's probably they're getting more opportunities. On Sunday, the Patriots rushed over 40 times, I believe. And in the regular season, it just didn't seem like they were doing that. They were sticking to the Patriot way of Tom Brady passing the ball. But Brady, he's been having kind of a down year for Brady standards. And I think they've kind of been having to go back to a little bit of a ground-to-pound approach, and they've been doing that more and more in recent weeks, and especially on Sunday. They ran the ball over 40 times, and when you have talented players and give them that many opportunities, somebody's going to come up big for you. And right now it's Blount coming up big for the Patriots.
Couple more things before we let you go here. Knowshon Moreno rushed for 224 yards against Patriots in this first meeting in November. What was the success for Knowshon in this game, and do you think he can do that again or have similar numbers on Sunday?
I think it would be a little far-fetched to see him rushing for 200 yards again, but that's not because Moreno has been – his numbers have been decreasing since then, but it's not because of him. It's because of the offense Denver is running now. They're a passing team, obviously, and Moreno is their relief running back option to keep them balanced. But in recent weeks, they've been giving Monte Ball, their rookie running back from Wisconsin, more and more carries. Ball has emerged as Denver's power back, and Moreno is Denver's kind of every down back that they can lean on, and Peyton can hit some passes out to him in the flats, and he can block for Peyton. But when they want to get those tough yards, they're starting to turn that over to Ball. So I think because he's sharing more carries now with Ball, I don't think he won't have another 200-yard game, obviously. But I think he can still be effective, because in that Week 12 game in New England, Denver's offensive line, when it came to pass or run blocking, manhandled New England's defensive line. And if they do that again on Sunday, I think both Moreno and Ball, I think, will have great success on the ground.
People have always been criticizing Peyton Manning that he can't win in the postseason. He's only got that one Super Bowl ring. But is Peyton Manning's legacy on the line in this game?
Well, if he loses this game and then doesn't get back to the playoffs, or maybe doesn't get back to the Super Bowl, or maybe doesn't win a Super Bowl, maybe. But I think he'll have more opportunities after this game. So I don't think it's necessarily on the line because, like I said earlier, I don't think Peyton's hanging up his cleats after this season. So he's going to get another chance. If he loses on Sunday and then come back next year and has another great year and Denver wins the Super Bowl, everybody will forget about this game. So I don't think it's necessarily on the line, but it's definitely one of his last opportunities to solidify himself as not being a guy that gets to the playoffs and can't get the job done then.
What are the keys for the Broncos to win this game and advance to the Super Bowl?
Well, like I talked about earlier, I think on defense it's a whole lot of stopping the run. Once they stop the run, that'll disrupt the New England's offense, and I think they'll be able to handle the passing game. On offense, though, they're a team that scored over 600 points in the regular season, so they were obviously doing something right. I think for them to be successful on Sunday, they just follow the mold and continue what they have been doing on offense, but they need to be aggressive and keep the pressure on. When they played the Patriots earlier in the year, they let them come back from 24 points, and New England went on to win the game. And even last week against San Diego, they let San Diego come back late in the game and get themselves right back into the game. So this week, I think the offense needs to stay very aggressive, and they need to win the game by controlling the ball and keeping it out of Tom Brady's hands.
It will be the 14th time Brady and Manning compete against one another. It's going to be a fun one, though. Broncos, Patriots, 3 o'clock Eastern, CBS, Sunday afternoon. You can catch John's articles on – John, remind me once again, what are your articles? It's milehighReport.com, correct?
Correct, milehighReport.com.
He has a great article on Adam Gase, the offensive coordinator, about the Browns, how they will wait for Adam Gase. If he loses this game, they're eligible to talk to him. But, hey, they could go to the Super Bowl and the Browns will have to wait. But read his articles. They are fantastic, provide lots of info about Bronco football. John, thanks for joining me tonight. Let's have you on in a couple of weeks. Hopefully we'll get to talk about the Super Bowl that the Broncos hopefully will be in. Thanks, John.
All right, thank you, Brian.
Jon Heath of SBNations.com's Mile High Report joining the program.